President Xi is a great leader of a great country, and I think we're going to have a fantastic relationship for a long period of time.
Given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other. And it is normal for the two leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then.
In a dramatic move ahead of a high-stakes meeting with China's Xi Jinping, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced that America will immediately resume nuclear weapons testing, a decision sparking global alarm and political shockwaves. The announcement came just hours before Trump's scheduled meeting with Xi in South Korea. But Trump's declaration has shifted the global focus from trade tariffs to the threat of a new nuclear arms race. In a Truth Social post, Trump said the U.S. has more nuclear weapons than any other nation, crediting what he called extensive modernization during his first term. He admitted he hated to do it, but claimed there was no choice given rising competition from other world powers. According to Trump, Russia ranks second in nuclear capability, while China is a distant third, though he warned Beijing could reach parity within 5 years. The president said he has instructed the Department of War to begin nuclear testing on an equal basis with other nations, adding that the process will start immediately. This marks the first formal U.S. move toward nuclear testing in decades, a sharp break from global disarmament norms.
We will be having some discussions. I think we've already agreed to a lot of things, and we'll agree to some more right now. But President Xi is a great leader of a great country, and I think we're going to have a fantastic relationship for a long period of time. And it's an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
President Trump, it is a great pleasure for me as well to meet you. And it feels very warm seeing you again because it's been many years. Since your re-election, we have spoken on the phone 3 times, exchanged several letters, and stayed in close contact. And our joint guidance, China's relations have remained stable on the whole. Given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other. And it is normal for the two leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then. And in the face of winds, waves, and challenges, you and I, at the helm of China-US relations, should stay the right course and ensure the steady sailing forward of the giant ship of China-US relations. I always believe that China's development goes hand in hand with your vision to make America great again. Our two countries are fully able to help each other succeed and prosper together. Over the years, I have stated in public many times that China and the United States should be partners and friends. This is what history has taught us and what reality demands. A few days ago, in the latest round of consultation, our two economic and trade teams reached basic consensus on addressing our respective major concerns and made encouraging progress. This provided the necessary conditions for our meeting today. Mr. President, I am ready to continue working with you to build a solid foundation for China-US relations and create a sound atmosphere for the development of both countries. Mr. President, you care a lot about world peace, and you are very enthusiastic about settling various regional hotspot issues. I appreciate your great contribution to the recent conclusion of the Gaza ceasefire agreement. During your visit to Malaysia, you witnessed the signing of the Joint Declaration on Peace along the Cambodia-Thailand border, to which you had provided input. China has been helping in our own way Cambodia and Thailand properly settle their border disputes, and we have also been promoting peace talks to resolve other hotspot issues. The world today is confronted with many tough problems. China and the U.S. can jointly shoulder our responsibility as major countries and work together to accomplish more great and concrete things for the good of our two countries and the whole world. I look forward to exchanging views with you on questions important for our two countries and the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to have you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, why did you change your nuclear plans? Why are you going to be doing more nuclear testing?
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, earlier, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has sounded the alarm, warning that China poses an imminent military threat.
Leadership on the front lines. That's what this truly is. That's where you are. You're a long way from home. You're away from your community. You're away from your families, some ways with your families, those you love, but you are on the front lines for your country. There's just no doubt about it. I get a chance alongside the president to sort of, as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs puts it, you lay it out on the whole globe on one sheet of paper, and you look at the threats that we face and what we are up against, and there's no doubt we're in a moment where we have to be prepared. And, you know, folks have pointed to the renaming of our department. It wasn't just about names, wasn't about just going back to the War Department. It was that we truly believe in peace. And if you truly believe in peace, and we have a peace president, then you have to be prepared to wage war. You have to be, not talk about it, not talk about defending, but decisively close with and destroy the enemy and win on behalf of your nation. Because you could be called upon to do it. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully we're not. But we better be prepared to on behalf of our nation. And when we look prepared, and we are prepared, then our adversaries make different choices. And they decide that today is not the day. And you are in one of the most strategically significant places on planet Earth when it pertains to that. And you're standing alongside our partners here in the Japanese Defense Forces that are, as was mentioned, increasingly capable in what they can do. And this headquarters here is a part of ensuring that other allies and partners and the Chinese specifically understand the capabilities of this alliance. Again, not because we want conflict. It's not my job to saber rattle and look for conflicts to be had. No, the contrary. We seek peace, but we will be strong in that pursuit. And that deterrence requires that type of warfighting capability, as was mentioned. And that's why, from day one, the president's job, as he said to me, which told me a couple things. First thing he said, when he offered me the job, he's like, Pete, you're going to have to be tough as shit. He was correct. I will confirm that. But then he also looked at me and said, get our department back to warfighting. Turn it back to the warriors. And that's been our job from the beginning. Restore the warrior ethos. A lot of that is common sense. I'm looking out at Americans here who've been doing that for a long time, right? It's discipline, it's standards, it's accountability, it's readiness, it's training, and anything that blocks those things is not worth your time. Empowering leaders to enforce those standards and do that training. All the way up and down the chain. I gave a speech, some of you may have seen it, to a few generals and senior enlisted, and some said, well, what are you doing talking about haircuts and beards? It's not about beards and haircuts. The point is, when you let little things go inside any organization, you start to erode the standards across the force, up and down the chain. So by enforcing small things, it's like the broken windows theory of policing that was famously used in New York City. When you get rid of the squeegee men and you don't let people jump the turnstiles, pretty soon you're enforcing the small things and the culture of criminality erodes. Same thing inside our formations. We've all seen it. I was a platoon leader. You know when you let one of your squads or one of your teams or a part of your formation start to slide or someone's not enforcing standards. You want to live inside a formation where you're empowered to enforce those standards because there's one standard across the force. And that's why it was so dangerous when phrases like, our diversity is our strength were peddled as the most important thing in our military. I look out at this group. And I see a lot of diverse faces, and that's a beautiful thing. Black, white, everything in between. Rich, poor, male, female, city kids, country bumpkins. All of us.